For more videos like this, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. A human married an alien woman, and her sisters came with the marriage. When Mark Carter married an alien woman, he thought the hardest part would be learning her language. He was wrong. On the day after the wedding, a massive alien ship appeared above Earth. It blocked the sun. Cities went dark. People screamed. World leaders panicked. And then a simple message was sent to every screen on the planet. We have come for our sisters. The marriage is not complete. Mark stood frozen in his small apartment, holding his coffee with shaking hands. Behind him, his alien wife slowly turned her head. Her eyes began to glow. "Mark," she said calmly, "I forgot to tell you something." And that was the moment humanity realized this was not just a love story. It was a test. The story. Mark Carter was an ordinary human. He was not a soldier. He was not rich. He was not famous. He worked as a space station technician, fixing old machines and checking oxygen systems. He believed in simple things. Honesty. Hard work. And keeping promises. That belief was the reason he married Lyra. Lyra was not human. She came from the planet Arlion, far beyond human space. Her people looked almost human, but not fully. Their skin had a soft silver tone. Their eyes changed color with emotion. And they lived much longer than humans. Mark met Lyra on Station Helios 9. She was a cultural observer. He was fixing a broken air door. She helped him. They talked. They laughed. And somehow, against all rules, they fell in love. The Alien Council warned Lyra. Humans are weak, they said. They break easily. Love fades. But Mark proved them wrong. When Lyra became sick due to Earth bacteria, Mark stayed awake for 3 days. When her people demanded she return home, Mark followed her across the stars. He learned alien customs. He learned alien patience. And finally, Lyra chose him. The marriage was simple. No big crowd. No politics. Just a promise. Or so Mark thought. On Arlion, marriage was not only between two people. It was between families. And sometimes, between warriors. Lyra had 3 sisters. Each one stronger than the last. First was Sarah. She was a soldier. Her body was tall and powerful. She spoke little. But when she looked at Mark, it felt like standing in front of a loaded weapon. Second was Vina. She was a scientist. Cold eyes. Sharp mind. She studied Mark like a puzzle that might explode. Third was Kala. The youngest. A pilot. Wild smile. Danger in her laugh. On Earth, one day after the wedding, they arrived. Not quietly. Not politely. Their ship entered orbit without permission. Earth's defenses locked on. Fighters launched. Missiles armed. But the alien ship did not move. It did not attack. It simply waited. Inside the apartment, Mark faced Lyra. You said nothing about sisters, he said. Lyra lowered her eyes. I hope the council would accept you without the trial, she said. Trial? Mark asked. At that moment, the room filled with blue light. 3 alien women appeared. Sarah stepped forward. If you are Lyra's chosen, she said, you must prove yourself. Mark swallowed. How? Venus smiled slightly. By surviving, she said. The trial was simple. And deadly. Mark would be taken aboard their ship. He would face 3 tests. Strength. Mind. Heart. If he failed, the marriage would be erased. If he succeeded, humanity would gain powerful allies. Earth had no choice. Mark had no choice. The first test was strength. Sarah took Mark to a training hall. Gravity was heavier. Air was thinner. Alien warriors watched. Mark's task was to lift a massive energy core. No human had ever done it. Mark's arms shook. His knees bent. Blood ran from his nose. Sarah watched silently. Then Mark remembered something. He remembered fixing broken machines with no spare parts. He adjusted the core. Changed the angle. Used balance instead of power. Slowly. The core rose. The hall went silent. Sarah nodded. Strength is not muscle, she said. It is will. The second test was the mind. Vina locked Mark in a simulation. Alien symbols. Moving walls. Traps everywhere. The goal was escape. Mark failed again and again. But humans adapt. He learned the patterns. He accepted failure. He used logic. After hours, he escaped. Vina looked surprised. You think slowly, she said. But you think deeply. The final test was the heart. Kala took him to the observation deck. Earth was visible. Small. Fragile. Kala leaned close. If war comes, she said, our people will win. Millions of humans will die. Mark did not look away. Then don't bring war, he said. Kala smiled. You would choose your planet over your wife? Mark shook his head. I choose peace, he said. Even if it costs me everything. Kala's smile faded. She stepped back. The trial ended. The sisters met in silence. Then Sarah turned to Mark. You are weak, she said. Mark's heart sank. But you are human, she continued. And that makes you dangerous. Vina spoke next. Humans change, she said. They grow. Kala laughed softly. And they love without fear. The sisters bowed. The marriage is accepted, they said. The alien ship left orbit. Earth was safe. But something had changed. The sisters did not return home. They stayed. As guardians. As observers. As family. Mark was no longer just a man. He was proof. Proof that humanity was not weak. It was young. And the galaxy had just noticed. Far away, ancient alien empires began watching Earth. Not with hunger. But with caution. Because a single human had passed a trial meant to break worlds. And he did it. With nothing but a human heart.